So this right here is Erica Kirk. Yeah, K with the Erica spelling, and that's her husband, Claude Kirk. He was the former governor of Florida from 67 to 71. She came here right at the time he was being inaugurated at his inaugural ball for his governorship. She didn't speak English, but they had been dating for a short time, and woo, he's flying her in. Big surprise. She couldn't understand what anybody was saying because she just learned English as she went here. They stayed married until he died in 2011. Now, when she came here, she had a daughter because she had a previous marriage in Brazil. She was born in Germany, but she, met some actor, Eduardo Carlos Dolabella, and married him sometime between, they got married in 1958. She was 23 years old then. They stayed married until the end. Well, their marriage ended in 1966, but they got married in like 1966, 67. Okay? So it's like, yeah. But this is what these people do, okay? So anyway, but they stayed married. And then she had 2 kids with him. She brought her daughter here, though. That's where the strange part gets in, okay? So they had two kids together, Claudia Kirk and Eric Kirk. So this is Claudia Kirk, and that's Eric Kirk. He's the youngest. And that's from her first marriage, Adriana Dobella. Okay, and there's Erica Kirk. Claudia on the slide. Above Claudia is Eric, and that's Adriana. Thing is, Adriana, we don't know when she graduated. We don't know what kids she had. Nothing. But what stood out to me, and again, it's just strange. All of it's just strange. There's pictures everywhere on the memorial site with her, okay? Because obviously she was married to the governor, and that's Nixon, yeah. So, again, she had 2 children, Claudia and Eric Kirk, with Claude, the former governor. Again, he was once a Democrat, then went Republican. Now, this shows Erica and Adriana in Brazil, okay? She was in contact all the time with her dad, even though Claude Kirk, the governor of Florida, adopted her. But they went to visit her dad all the time. I'm sure they did. Okay, the actor. But nothing on her. Nothing about when she graduated. Just, I guess all that just disappears, okay? So, Adriana Dolbella is the daughter of Erica Matfield Kirk and her first husband, Brazilian actor Carlos Dolabella. Okay, she was born during her parents' first marriage in Brazil, when their marriage was from 1958 to 66. Then she moved to the U.S. with her mother between 66 and 67. Ahead of Erica's wedding to the Florida governor in February of 67. So it was like that, okay? And there's tons of pictures of her with, the 2 other ones. She's obviously older. Here's more pictures. There's a ton of them because she was married to a politician, okay? She died in 2023. That's why there's photos everywhere, like on the memorial site. And I was just going through all of them. What is strange is her oldest daughter, Adriana Dolbella, who Claude Kirk adopted. The thing that stands out to me, the reason I'm saying all this, is she resembles somebody. I'm assuming this is when she's with her son. Her son was the youngest, so this would have been Eric Kirk. Okay? So Adriana would have graduated high school sometime in the mid-70s, but there's no record of her graduating. But this Erica Kirk, okay, resembles a woman I hate. Resembles this biatch. Sorry, I can't add. I don't know what it is. It's God gives me the really stupid, these are stupid people. I can't stand the White House staffers. I don't trust any of them. None of them. They're all Kirk loyalists. Mm-hmm. So the thing is this cold-hearted biatch, like she's the reason, she's the type, right? I hated the women's rights movement, is because it's like these women that think that they have to be a total ice cold bitch about everything just to, to stand up to men or so. I hate that shit. Like, I can be assertive clearly in my aggressives, or in my videos I can be clearly assertive. Maybe I even seem aggressive at times to people verbally, but I'm a softie. Do you know? I mean, like, I have a soft heart. I'm a forgiving person. But these type women, oh no, I can't stand these bitches. I can't stand her. She, out of all the ones, what really kills me is these people are so stupid. God's handed them over to their delusions. They don't know what they're dealing with. So anyway, why do I bring her up? Because she resembles Erica Matfield Kirk. Am I saying it's her? No, of course it's not. But I do wonder about this one, the Adriana Dobella. Because there is no record of where she graduated, if she had kids, nothing. It's like she came here with her mother, got married to the governor, and then just dropped off the map? Claude Kirk, who was the former governor, who died in 2011, he adopted her as his stepdaughter, and they resided in Palm Beach, Florida, with the blended family, which included Claude's. Also, Claude had 4 children from a prior marriage. She maintained close bonds with her Brazilian parental grandmother, Marina, and lived in Jupiter, Florida. So see, the whole thing is shady, and I just wonder, because, these people they're obsessed with power and control of America. And if you zoom in on her face, there's a resemblance, in my opinion, to Susie Wiles. It's not her, clearly, okay? I just wonder if the daughter that we don't have any information on is, because see, Susie Wiles, that cold-hearted biatch, she graduated from Holy Angels, probably the unholy angels, really. Just kidding. Well, not really. Well, sort of. Anyway, graduated from Holy Angels High School. Susie Wiles did. Well, Susie Summerall. Yeah, see, she married some NFL football player, and she's been married a couple times. Of course, these people always are. Anyway, not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just that's how they can take on all these different names. Obviously, her last husband's name was, I think, Wiles. It doesn't matter. She resembles Erica Matfield Kirk. Like that's Erica. So this is what I'm wondering, is that her? Because there's no information on her. How could she have just came to the U.S. and then dropped off the map? I asked AI, there's nothing on her except that she came here. Searches yield no specific school names or graduation details. Mentions appear only in family obituaries and historical photos. Yeah, but it doesn't say anything. Just that she came here with Erica Matfield and married Claude Kirk. She became Erica Kirk, and he adopted her. So since she just disappeared off the map, and I don't know how that happens, okay, that you wouldn't know at this point where she graduated high school, because she was clearly older than the other two. She would have graduated in the mid-70s. Susie Wiles graduated from Holy Angels High School when she was Susan Summerall, from there in 1975. I don't know, it's just strange. And there's something else that this Susie Wiles has in common with somebody else, and it's how there's really not much of a soul behind those eyes, and it resembles the no soul behind those eyes. I don't know.